Finally, we can do the comic. Reflections of the Moon! With the games now on Boreos' dying moon, Seer takes heat on all sides. As a child once cursed, he can handle it. But he isn't prepared when the fire spreads to those around him. I'm excited. It's been like 60 days. Finally. Chapter 1. All that is seen. As we step off the ship onto Boreos, I tip my hat down to shield myself from the cries of the crowd. Not all are from fans. Some are from protesters. They are here for me, I know, but fences line our path from the ship to the Syndicate building, keeping them from swarming us. Oh yeah, I hear you amigos. The Arc train was on fire! Octavio makes a ridiculous spectacle next to me as usual. Catalyst, the third on our squad, strides ahead of us both. She spoke barely 10 words to me during the match. She blames me for the loss of her home. My mother always told me an honest discussion can open one's heart. I believe it is true. But despite my best efforts, Catalyst refuses to have a conversation with me. I pause at the thought of my nanny and glance down at my quiet phone. Why do you keep looking at your phone, compadre? You finally getting on stream with the cool kids. He peers over my shoulder and invading my personal space faster than I can comprehend. I shake him off. My mother was supposed to call. She always calls me before and after a match. Why? It is how she shows she cares. Surely your father calls you. No way. His crusty secretary, maybe. And it's always for some boring photo op. Something hard hits my hat, and half-finished drink splatters against my wrist, sending my phone flying. I avoid a can that nearly hits my shoulder, another gift from the crowd, of course. I suppose it's better than rocks the other children used to throw at me as a child. Hey, stop that. Catalyst steps in, shielding me from further assault. One protester pauses mid-throw. Why are you defending him? He's a sellout! Hurting him doesn't help anyone. Now does it? Perhaps she is not as closed off as I had thought. The protester responds by lowering his arm. He settles for a glare at me. I hope you rot. Catalyst heads into the Syndicate building to collect her share of today's winnings, and I follow after her, catching her as the door closes behind us. Thank you. Not many here have done me such a kindness. Don't mistake me for a friend. Nothing's changed. Before you brought the games here, I had a life on Clio. So did all my friends. We have every reason to be angry. Yes, I understand that. I wanted to apologize for everything. You think it's that easy, do you? That you can just apologize and everything and people will forgive you? Please, allow me to explain, at least. My intentions were pure. I assure you, Mr. Silva agreed that the new stage for Apex games would be on Boreos. I fight in the games. I know how destructive they can be. I would never have brought them to our broken moon. That was his doing. Yeah, okay. You want forgiveness? You can't even take responsibility for your own actions. I do not lie. Eduardo Silva, let's look at what you have done. This was your idea. Your campaign. We all saw you doing everything you could to bring the games here. And that's somehow not your fault? If things had gone as I had requested, things are how they are. You know what your campaign actually accomplished? It tore us from our jobs. It destroyed our community. It forced us back into a place that doesn't allow us to be ourselves. I'm here to fix that. To actually support my community in the aftermath. If you feel that way, why did you help me just now? Because violence won't change anything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to see some friends. She walks away, and I can only watch her go. Dude, your madre is a weird lady. I love you this, I love you that. What kind of sappy, boring text messages are these? I notice Octane beside me again. He's retrieved my phone and is snooping through it. I snatch it away from him. It is rude to invade the privacy of others, and she calls to show her love and support. I fail to see how that is weird. But no calls today, so that means she hates you now. Of course not. This is very unusual. I should go home. Make sure everything is well. You sure she doesn't hate you? Welcome to the club, amigo! He shrugs, but comes with me to collect our winnings, and we slip out the building's back door to avoid the crowds. The streets outside are otherwise well-kept and mostly barren. The cities of Boreos is, well, into their workday to maintain the planet. It is a fine-tuned machine, after all. Despite the empty streets, I find myself turning down the back roads. Old habits, I suppose, born of familiar anxiety. Beside me, Octane twitches restlessly and makes no attempt to restrain his complaints about my pace. Though it is a brisk one, still he follows me all the way to my childhood home. I open the door to an eerie silence. Nene? Nana? I don't think they're here, compadre. He gestures towards the living room. My heart stops at what I see. Broken windows, bricks on the floor, and blood. Next, Eduardo's and Eduardo Knots. Talk about a great look. It's been 2 months, right? You guys should know I've complained about this quite a bit. It's been 2 months. We should have had this comic a long time ago. Now that we've gotten it, though, and we're already starting off like this, whoo! Let's go! Oh, this is going to be a good one. It's only 4 chapters, though, so that's kind of upsetting, but already I'm excited. Catalyst is upset with Seer. We got Octane back with his craziness, and apparently, yeah, the protesters broke into his childhood home and, like, I'm assuming probably... Oh. Okay. I'm calling it right now. It isn't protesters. It's Catalyst's friend who got taken away that had, like, the sparkle thing that also looks like Big Sister from Rampart's thing. Boom, Big Sister. Next legend. Calling it. Let me know what you guys think, though, down in the comments down below. And as always, depending on where you are, morning, afternoon, even night, stay out, trouble, stay safe, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye. George, what do you think? 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 I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Also, you got some. Why do you have my beard hair on you?